Shalom and good day all. This is Tahilion29 back again for another DC and indie comic review. I'll now get things ready for the first comic that I'll be reviewing. So, moving into first things first. Does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So, as the story begins, we are still following the character of Trinity, to which, in this case, she has now caught up with her mother in the past, of course, because Trinity is playing with practically time and space right now and ruining everything. And in the process, she also gets to meet her old man because she never really got to meet her old man. So we get a discussion with Trinity talking to herself. It sounds like Tom King going full schizophrenic. You might want to send him to the madhouse, the asylum. And of course, as the story continues, she does get to finally meet her old man. Even though while she's there, she sort of can't relay that she is his daughter. And of course, we have the return of the Super Pups. For the internal art, I give it a 6.5 out of 10, as it felt like the story was all over the place, just like Trinity. Next is the area of the story. First things first, did we get anything time-wise? No, we didn't. Did we get anything location-wise as to where this was taking place? No, we didn't. Laziness. Next is the cast of characters. We had Wonder Woman, we had Trinity, we have Steve, Trevor, and last but not least, the Corgis. For the overall rating, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into The Unchosen. And let's see how well that did up against this. So, as we move into The Unchosen, issue 2, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we get to follow the past around the character of Ada, as well as some of her early friends within this story. And I'll say one thing, I'm actually glad I did pick up this story. Yes, we have learnt that this character doesn't really have any special abilities, but I'm wondering if that might change at the end of this issue, maybe going into the next issue. As we start to move towards the middle of the story, we see Ada at this particular school, which she's sort of is going to sort of have to see like a bit of a second home now. It reminds me a little bit like Hogwarts in the way they've done this story, but it's got something different that's underlying with some of the characters. And of course, last but not least, towards the end, to which we get to see Ada, in a way, I guess, meeting with some of the head people within this story, including a bit of a headmaster, and basically learning something about this world. And I'm wondering if this is actually going to open up her own personal abilities. So, for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story, which consists of time, location, and cast. First is the area of time, to which we had then and now being used. The locations that we got to see was a home as well as the school to which he's at. Last but not least is the cast of characters consisting of Ada, her best friend Daniel, Riley, we have Varsha, Connor, I think it is, and last but not least, the Headmaster. For the overall rating, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.